Hello everyone, how are you today? I just heard a cat. I am in PowerWash 2, PowerWash Simulator 2, the demo, and I can hear a cat purring. Do you hear that? There's like a cat, and I promise that's not my cat this time. The PowerWash Simulator 2 is about to release. I think it comes out on October 23rd. Yeah, October 23rd, 2025. But they've got a free demo out for all of us to check out before the full release, and I'm very excited. I've been a big PowerWash Sim fan since the game originally came out, and I think a lot of you who've been on my channel for years might have seen those videos a long time ago. If you missed them and you're unfamiliar, it's quite literally exactly like it sounds. It's a game in which you power wash stuff. At first you might be like, really? That's it? You just power wash stuff? Oh, it's surprisingly relaxing and addictive, and it's super satisfying because, like you see here, you get these really grimy, disgusting things, and then you just get to like. It's very fun. It's a lot easier than power washing in real life too. I'll say that. So we're gonna start washing, and it looks like we have a van to do in this level. So far the UI and like the text and everything reminds me a lot of the first game. Oh, I didn't get to like walk around that area. I don't know if it was... Oh, okay, that's very loud. I don't know if it was available for me to walk around. Speaking of sounds, I think the one thing that's always been really nice about the Power Wash games is if we go in these settings, and this is important for me as an ASMR artist, is we've got really, really nice fine-tuned sound options. It's not just like music, sound effects, UI, which is like kind of the basic. Look, we've got water volume, reverb, tone. You've even got the ding volume, which is so nice. It does a little ding when you finish something, and it can be a little loud, but when I turn it down all the way, it's just like a nice little, very soft ding. I personally like footstep sounds, so I usually leave them pretty high. Might even turn that up a little bit. And then ambient noises are always really nice, but I just always really like this. So I think that the more sound details a game that's maybe trying to be relaxing has, the better. I love the footstep sounds. Look at this car over here. It's really cute. Can I power wash this? This is our car. I think that's a good level. Maybe a smidge down. Maybe like to 25 for the volume. And then I don't know the huge difference. The reverb. Oh yeah, I like that. Yeah, we can squat down if we gotta, get the tires. Oh, we can like all the way down if we needed to get like underneath the car, Okay. And you can jump. Boop, 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 jump. Change the washers. 1, 2. They do different things, like I usually like to use the scroll wheel. Like here's a little fine-tuned one for detail work, and then you can see they get wider and wider. And the wider they get, the more it tends to dilute the water, so to speak. And then you can have like a soapy, kind of soapy deal. And then of course you can like extend it. But anyway, I think we'll just go here. Press Q. You can see all that flashing orange. Oh yeah, and then we can either click like this and go like that, or you can do this and you can go like that, which is probably a little bit easier on your eyes, so I'll try to do it that way. Sorry, the first thing I always do in games is I always just like look at the boundaries. I'm like, how far will you let me walk? I definitely see like improvement in the graphics. It's very cute. Here's all the things we have to clean, and you can see there's like a monetary breakdown, how much money we're gonna make. Some things don't pay much, whereas others pay a lot more. Okay, yep, we know how to open the game menu. Alright, I think I'm ready to get started. I'm sure you're ready too. Should we try to write something on the truck? I think that's always really funny. Like, see, they've done a little... I'm sorry, who's meowing? Your name is Ulysses, and you can pet the cat? I mean, it says pet. I seem to just be sort of waving at the cat, and then I sort of threateningly got my water power pressure washer out. Maybe if I like squat down, I can pet you better. Okay, I can kind of pretend I'm petting you. Well, the cat is very cute. I really like that the cat's here. I like that I can pet the cat, so 5 stars. 10 out of 10 game. Okay, so not just the exterior of the truck, we got to the interior too. Yeah. Should we start with the interior? Maybe we start in here, you know? Let's widen, and I'm gonna rotate it, and we're gonna... Oh, and I said I was gonna do this mode, yeah. How satisfying is that? The water should be panning too. Just kind of a fun detail. I don't remember that being, you know, a feature of the first game, really. I say should be because I actually only have on one headset. If you ever watched me play games, I typically only put on my left ear, and it's just because I feel like I'm gonna do this. I feel like I can't hear my voice really well if I have my whole headset on, because they're kind of noise cancelling, and so the noise that it's cancelling is like my own voice, and I don't think I can like do ASMR as well, so I typically don't put both headsets on. So I can hear the water when it's over here, not so much when it's over here, which I guess does indicate that it's panning. You can actually turn that off, I saw, if you don't want to hear like that. Oh, I can't even see. Okay. Almost done here. It's a decent job, right? Realistically, this is probably the last thing you should do, right? You should probably go top down, in fact. So why don't we try to like... So you can see the ceiling. It's fun to watch the orange bar go down and down and down. I wonder if I can maybe do that one. Yeah, that seems to be working as well. Well, there's a light over here too. Okay, the ding was really, really quiet to the point where I could probably turn the ding up a little bit. 20% maybe? I didn't even hear it. I don't know about you. I didn't even hear that ding. So see, oh, we finished that one, and I did hear that ding. Okay. Getting all the little details in the corners. That looks decent. Maybe I'll try to get this bit of the wall over there too. Oh, I'm struggling to get that little spot there. Okay, I managed to get it. Let's get this side now. Nice. Okay. Okay. Let's go down this wall, yeah? Oh, I'm trying not to get the floor yet. It's gotta be the last thing I do. And there's like a little safety step over there. Always keep it clean for optimal vehicle performance. Yeah, I don't think we've been at optimal performance, guys. It's kind of a disgusting mess right now. I actually really need to power wash my own home, more like my driveway. You know how you can go in like Google Maps and like see your home or any building or any street or whatever back in time? You can like change the timeline. So if I like look back to when I first moved in, or like before I moved in, like the driveway was so clean and white, and obviously it's a driveway, you know, they don't stay clean looking forever, but I do know it really needs a good power wash. But unfortunately, it's not this easy and it's not this fun in real life. That's just a sad fact of life. What does that say? Do not detach the cargo box while loaded. Okay. Well, I guess let's get the rest of the ceiling. I'm just gonna like walk down. I could probably do it like this way. I could walk side to side. I don't think I'm doing this in the most efficient manner. Should I go segment at a time? I'm not very good at using this camera position, I feel like. I'm really awkward at it. There we go. This is a little easier. Got it back up. There we go. Let's clean that light. There we go. The light's almost clean. There we go. Got paid. Oh, I'm so rich. Look at my $8. $8. Can really buy some power wash upgrades with that. Okay. That looks pretty good. Let's move on to this last one. Let's do the last light. I think the tiny pieces are the most fun to clean because you watch the bar go down so quickly. Versus the ceiling, you know, we're still only at 16%. And now we're gonna get to 15. No, it's taking forever just to get to 15%, you know? Oh, 18, sorry. I mean, we're going the other way. Whoops. I thought we were counting down. Oh yeah, the overall percentage is how done we are with the whole thing. That's why that number is going up and the other number or bar is going down. The ceiling is almost done. Oop. That was a mistake. There we go. I think if you hit like 99% or something like that, it like auto completes for you. So the further back you get, it kind of like doesn't do as clean a job as if we were like doing fine detail work. Looks like calligraphy. Let's see, can I do like a little, let's do a little heart. Love you guys. Looks like I wrote B heart. It's so fun. Oh, sorry, did you just text me? Just having a quick nose around your new crib. It's even bigger than that noise is too loud. How do I, what is that noise exactly? What is that noise called? Maybe this? Maybe, yeah, I don't know what else would it be. Yeah, that seemed to fix it. Bye, my heart. Goodbye. this and it looks so much better than when we started. I usually tell some sort of story when doing power wash videos. I don't really have a good story today. Yeah. There's not a lot of, not too many exciting things happening right now that I could talk about. No, not really. Desperately racking my brain. Oh, a couple days ago, was it a couple? Yeah. A couple days ago over the weekend, I did a fun little quick one-shot RPG with a couple of friends. That was really fun. I haven't done any sort of role-playing in a really long time. It's just like really hard to get people together for that. Like I used to have regular sessions with a group of friends, and that hasn't happened in like 2 years, I want to say. So personally, I miss it. I really miss it. And I've mentioned the idea of maybe trying to start a little campaign with the girls in my book club because I thought they might enjoy it. Like 2 of my friends in book club are really into Baldur's Gate, and we play Baldur's Gate all the time together. So I'm like, well, if you like that, I feel like we could actually play a tabletop role-playing game together, and maybe you would like that. So, but that hasn't happened. I haven't really gotten the ball rolling on that. But we did a little quick one-shot. Just one DM, and 3 people, 3 of us. And it was kind of Halloween themed. But it was called, like, Everyone is John, where the premise of it is that everyone is a personality inside a guy named John. So your first step is to, like, come up with what kind of personality you are. And then each personality can have their own name. They have their own kind of obsessions. And they can have fears. We didn't do the fears. We did obsessions and skills. And then what happens is basically we all bid to take control of John and complete our obsessive sort of things, the things that we're all really obsessed with. So it got very silly. I think it's obviously always the kind of game that's gonna be silly. But the Halloween thing came in where, like, our DM had us wake up in a giant pumpkin in Halloween Town, which is a film I've never seen. And so he brought out this really cute map that said Halloween Town, and I was like, this is so cute. And then he said something about in the movie, and I'm like, what do you mean in the movie? What do you mean? And I have never seen it. But I looked it up and I was like trying to learn about it since we were doing this. So the personality I came up with was a sort of a pyromaniac. I thought that I would be really obsessed with, like, fire. So you get these 3 obsessions. Oh, Harper's texting me. What are you saying? Wait, I'm sorry. Where's the text you're currently sending me? Oh, okay. Harper's basically gonna put in a good word for us. That's really nice. Thank you. So we got 3 obsessions, and they're supposed to be, like, tiered 1, 2, 3. 1 being easy to achieve, 2 being moderate, and 3 being pretty difficult. Oh, I thought that I pressed tab. What is it? You press F? Is it F? What is the button that you press to see the Q? Okay, I don't see anything over here. And I don't see anything here aside from maybe, like, down here. Okay. And then the back of this. Maybe the bottom of that a little bit. Okay, that looks pretty good. Oh boy, okay, Oh, again, I should probably start from the top down. I kind of want to like uncover this little the thing that says Jessica's. I think that'd be cute. Let's maybe switch to the red one. So my tier 1 was lighting something on fire. Pretty simple. My tier 2 was blowing something up. Originally I wrote Molotov cocktail, and then my DM was like, just say blowing something up. So I did that, and these are secret. You don't share them with your fellow players. And then my third was setting a forest fire. So I thought it would be a little bit of a chaotic pyromaniac. And then when he mentioned it was going to be Halloween themed, I leaned into like, what if I was like a witch? What if he's like a fire witchy personality? So for my skills, I wrote can communicate with cats. And then I wrote sneaky, like good at sneaking around. Notice I didn't say lighting fires. I thought that would at least make the game, I don't know, a bit of a challenge. And it was, because I wasn't very good at lighting fires. But I did start with a lighter. He asked us all to name a thing that would be in his pockets when we woke up. And I was like, lighter. I said lighter. One person said phone, like cell phone. And one person said a half-eaten sandwich. So that's what we started with. A lighter, a phone, and a half-eaten sandwich. And we woke up inside this pumpkin. And immediately my one friend who said that we have a sandwich, it became very quickly clear, I think, what her goals were in this game, because she constantly was like trying to find a kitchen and like get a sandwich. And yeah, I think her tier 1 obsession was like making a sandwich in a kitchen. She later explained that when she heard it was going to be a spooky theme, she thought we were going to be in a haunted house. So she thought it would be funny if, like, while everyone's running around the haunted house, she was just trying to casually eat a sandwich in the kitchen. However, we were not in the haunted house. We were, in fact, in Halloween Town, and so this ended up being very difficult for her. Her second one was... What was her second one? I think it was like escaping a burning building or something. And her third, or maybe this was part of it, it was to escape to Canada. Well, Halloween Town apparently doesn't exist in any map that you and I are familiar with. So she constantly was trying to like go to the outskirts of town and inquire basically how close Canada was. And our DM was like, you're not getting out of town. You're not going out of town. He just like made it very clear, like, everyone is staying in Halloween Town. You cannot leave Halloween Town. So then she was getting really annoyed because she was like, my goal is literally impossible then. How am I supposed to get to Canada? So I think the Canada bit was crossed out at that point, and it was just like trying to escape town, which we counted as like escaping to the forest. We said that counted. Everyone got to achieve their 1, 2, and 3 goals, sometimes multiple times. And some of ours even worked together, like hers, escape a burning building, worked with my lighting things on fire. And then the other player was like summon a dark god and make like a sacrifice for power. And the DM let us choose what the power was, and I was like, fire. So that all kind of worked well together. And I started a forest fire. But it was very funny. To start the game, we initially bid for who would go first, and I bid pretty high. So I went first, and right off the bat I was trying to like make my way to the forest so I could start a forest fire. And I found a cat to speak to, and then hilariously the GM gave it a really funny twist by the cats all just speak English, which was very amusing because I was basically doing like cat like body language, and they were like, you have to do it, Allison. So I was like being very silly, you know. I was like puffing up my body like a cat would, and I'm like going meow meow, like making realistic cat noises. And then our GM was like, yeah, I speak English. I thought this was very funny and reminiscent of times when people would speak kind of slowly to me and be like, do you speak English? You speak really good English. I thought that was very funny. I was kind of racist towards this cat. But the cat helped me out, gave me information that I was looking for, and as thanks to the cat, I wanted to do something for the cat because I wanted to say thank you for helping me out and talking to me. So I offered the cat the sandwich we had in our pocket. And bless her heart, my friend was like, was looking so upset on the other side of the table because this was a huge part of her goal, was to eat this sandwich, and I immediately gave it away. Just no hesitation, I gave away this sandwich, and I didn't know that was like her goal, was to eat the sandwich. I felt kind of bad, but I also thought it was really funny that she basically spawned with something that would help her, and I threw it out basically. Because I got my lighter, but then later we lost the lighter. So then I was kind of in the same position. I think I caused like the most amount of chaos in the game that got us into trouble, because the next time it was my turn to achieve my goal of lighting something on fire, I went back to the town square where we woke up in this pumpkin, and I lit the pumpkin on fire. Actually, I was about to be under arrest. I don't remember why, but the like cops of Halloween Town were like telling me that I was getting too close to the pumpkin because I was trying to climb inside of it, which I thought was okay because we woke up inside of it. Apparently this was not okay, and so the cops were giving me a ticket. I took the ticket and I got my lighter out and I lit it on fire in front of them, and I tossed it in the pumpkin, which then went up like a blazing inferno. It went up so fast, and then it turns out that this was basically a point of pride for this town, Halloween Town. It's kind of like their town square, their mascot, and their like fountain all in one. Like it was the heart of the town, and I destroyed it. So now I'm in even more trouble. But of course, after that, your turn ends after you achieve a goal. So I got us all in a huge amount of trouble and then basically immediately dipped, and it was someone else's problem now. So you see what I mean by I was basically causing us a lot of trouble, which I think is very funny. I'm not luckily like so annoying that like the other players like didn't like me, you know, like I don't ever want to be like not a team player, but if I can make something funny for story purposes, you know, I will. I want to write something fun for like the thumbnail over here, and I'm just thinking like, should I write ASMR? I did that I think in my first power wash video. I wrote ASMR. Maybe I could write like so satisfying. Satisfying ASMR. Let's try. I feel like I started way too big. Can you stop texting me so loudly? Saddest. I'm definitely running out of room. Satisfy. It's real squished at the end there, but I think the point is made. Satisfying ASMR. I love it. Well, I think that's fun. Okay, I'm gonna continue with the front. I haven't used any of my little tools yet, but I think I might use the stepladder at this point. I think that might be helpful to like get the top of the truck up here. Let's switch back to the green one. It's always my favorite. So that was that. That was really funny. That was my Sunday. On Saturday I watched Halloween movies with my book club friends. I say Halloween movies. We intended to watch Halloween movies. We've been talking for a while about Twitches, if anyone remembers that movie. It's about twin witches, so they're Twitches. And I hadn't seen it since I was a kid, probably. Like, I remember nothing about it except for the fact that they are twin witches. That's literally the only thing. And then it's Tia and Tamara Mowry. Like, I remember that, obviously they're the Twitches. But a couple of my friends, I don't think I'd ever seen it. Maybe just one friend. But we went to see it, and then we thought we'd watch some other things. I think they also went to watch Hocus Pocus. And let me just tell you, we only got through one movie, Twitches, and we barely made it through that. Whenever we say we're gonna watch movies, we always end up just talking the entire night. This is the second movie night in a row that we've had recently, in which we're like, yeah, we'll watch at least 2 movies. And we watched one movie and that was it. Over 6 hours. So we only saw Twitches. We did not do Hocus Pocus, which I get a lot of the 2000s era Halloween movies mixed up. So when my friend said Halloween Town, I'm like, have I seen that one? Because I was thinking of Hocus Pocus, but then when I looked it up, it didn't look familiar to me. There's Hocus Pocus, and then there's one, which is the one with the 3 witches. Is that Hocus Pocus? Genuinely don't know. They're not I don't know, they're not faves of mine. I'm not obsessed with any of these films, so it's not like I have a real affinity for them or anything. But I don't mind watching them for my friends. And yeah, we just made it through Twitches. Hadn't seen it in a really long time, and it was quite a nostalgic throwback. The fashion, so 2000s, early 2000s. It was so funny. We were making fun of the makeup some of the characters are wearing. They were just making terrible makeup decisions that didn't suit the actors. And yeah, it was fun. But then, like I said, we ended up just chatting and didn't make it through any other movies. So maybe we'll watch some more another time. I don't know. Actually, let me squat down for this wheel arch here. Let's clean this off. We're at 70%. That's pretty good. I'm pretty proud of us. I like doing the smaller-esque projects, I think, because feeling like you actually accomplished a whole thing quite quickly, I think is much more satisfying than the long-term projects. They are also fun, but then because they take so much longer, it's okay, well, I've been at this for a really long time, and maybe if you only want to play for a couple of hours, it's gonna be hard to get through some of the bigger levels. Some of the levels are huge. I'm thinking of the playground in the first game. That one took me forever. Nice, nice, nice. It's such a pretty color too underneath. It says school bus yellow. Okay, if I can just get a little bit more of this wheel arch, it should. There we go, finish up. I can get the doorstep. Will be easy. There we go. Shall we go left to right? Let's do like the windows. Oh, we've made almost $100. I love cleaning games, can you tell? It's so fun, and it's so much more fun than cleaning stuff in real life. I will say though, I do also like cleaning things in real life. Like it's not that it's like as satisfying, because it's not as satisfying as this. But I think what I like about cleaning stuff in real life is feeling a sense of calm and peace after things are clean. I don't know, like, maybe you feel this way too, but when I have a clean home and a clean bedroom, maybe clean sheets, clean kitchen, I just feel better. And when the opposite is the case, when everything's dirty and cluttered, it feels like my mind is cluttered. So sometimes I get real peace of mind by just cleaning things up. So maybe you could get a little bit of that same kind of dopamine from playing like cleaning games. Maybe. I don't know. Alright, if I took a look at the list, you can see we just have to get one of the cabin doors, another hubcap, probably have to get the rear license plate, the lights in the back, and the door and all that, but it's looking pretty good. Oh, I'm gonna have to start destroying my cute little sign, you know. It's not a sign, is it? But, you know, I can do the, well, no, again, like I said, it probably makes the most sense to start at the top and work your way down, because the grime obviously would wash down. I can hear the cat again. The further away you are, the harder it is. Am I gonna need to get on top of the truck? I might need to get on top of the truck too. Let me see. Oh, I am. Let's use the ladder. Oh, you put the ladder in these little designated spots and you climb up. That probably should have been the first thing I did, honestly. Because again, the grime washes down. Anyway, it felt really great to be role-playing again. I love rolling my dice, even though I rolled 2 ones. Well, twice. 2 separate times. It was just fun. I've been playing board game nights with the same group of friends too, so this was like our second weekend in a row hanging out. We did board games last week, and then the little one-shot RPG this time. And they're planning a Halloween party in a few weeks. I'm looking forward to that, and I'm getting my costume already. I definitely plan on sharing a picture with you all because I want to know if you guys can get it. I think if anyone's gonna get my costume, it's you guys. I don't think anyone in my friend group will get it. My costumes are always quite obscure, I think, or I do like a twist on a costume that's like not obvious, because I think like I don't like spending a lot of money on Halloween costumes, because it's like if I'm only gonna wear it one day ever, I don't want it to cost much money, and I'd rather get pieces that I could re-wear. So the one thing I've bought so far for this costume, I think I could and would wear. It came last night actually. I tried it on and it's a good fit. It's a bit garish, like it's not maybe something I would have bought for myself normally, but I think that won't stop me from wearing it, you know. Okay, I'm just gonna put it over here because I don't want it getting in the way of my current power wash targets. So yeah, I'm really excited to put the whole look together and see who can get. I know at least one of you's gonna get it, And then once other people get it, then you can ideally look the character up and tell me how good of a job I did or not. Because, like, well, I might not have done the best job. Because I'm not like a cosplayer or anything. Not like someone that puts together costumes on the regular. Oh, and I also bought my candy for the kids. Just something I look forward to every year. But we bought a lot of candy last year, so we did less this year. What's that symbol? Is it just like pointing out things I haven't finished yet? That's okay. Let's go down. We'll go right to left. Bye bye, satisfying ASMR. So yeah, looking forward to seeing. I always love seeing what's popular with the kids every year. It's funny to watch trends. And like the trends have already changed so much from when I was a teacher, and certain things were popular among the school age kids. There are some that are kind of eternal, you know, costumes you see every year, no matter how much time has passed. Things that were popular when I was a kid. Some things that were popular stopped being popular and are now popular again for one reason or another. That's always fun. Sorry, excuse me. So my phone just buzzed. I think I got an email. I'm busy power washing. Talk to you later. Wow, we are almost done, if you can believe it. 95%. This is a good intro level, and the game typically likes to start you off with like some sort of vehicle. The vehicles are popular, I think. There's that. Let's go this way, get that little bit. There we go. And I want to do the entire thing. Oh, it felt so satisfying. I would also really love to power wash my fence. Or buy a new fence. It needs a good power washing. But, and this is kind of a story in of itself, my fence has been falling apart slowly. The wood is rotted. And it's not... Oh, look, the cat... Wait, there's two cats. Okay, hold on. There's another cat here. This one is called Bubbles. We have Bubbles and Ulysses. I didn't really look over here. Mementos. I can't go in the shop. Cat stuff. Plants. Stationary stuff. I guess I could have hopped onto the top like that. Oh, big jump. Luckily there's no fall damage. So my neighbor had a... Have I told you guys this story? You might not have heard it. They had a yard lawn service company come by every week. Well, they're like trimmer, whatever it's called, thing, broke a sprinkler head that they had in the backyard. So not even my neighbor's fault, but it was a company that they were hiring's fault. So that sprinkler broke, and unfortunately that sprinkler now aims directly at our fence. So when it goes off, it basically just soaks our fence. So now the wood is rotted in this one little section. And it's obviously very weak. And it's been collapsing. It's been a real problem. But it's even worse now because the other day, my neighbor, who has several very cute little dogs, They're very sweet, very excitable. Well, they were out in their yard at the same time my dog was out in her yard, our yard. And the little dogs got so excited to see my dog that they broke through the fence, literally. Like, they just pushed their little heads. And that was it. The fence now has a small dog-sized hole in it. And so very quickly the dog was in our yard with our dog. And so that felt like a real concern. Do I need to like close the door? I feel like I need to close the door. How does one do that? And then it happened again. So this happened 2 weeks in a row. How do I close this thing? Do I close it or not? It looks like it's telling me to, roll it shut. I mean, there's nothing else. It's just the roller shutter door. Oh, one of the tires I didn't actually finish. What was this one? So there are now 2 little dog-sized holes in our fence, which I've managed to block off so that they no longer come into our yard. Because, like, my dog's friendly, but you just never know if, dogs will just suddenly become aggressive, and I didn't want any sort of accident to happen, and we would be liable, and it just feels like a real disaster. And we've told the neighbor, and they know, and they're aware of it, but at this point I'm like, I think we need to just replace the fence, I think. Okay, was that it? Just the door now, the roller shutter door, which I'm like, okay, well I do actually see a little bit dirt in there, but I don't see any other dirt, do you? It's up here, which, oh, so I didn't have to roll it down, I just had to do that. I completed the job, we got paid, we've got $200, we're gonna hit escape to finish the job, and then you get this fun little, time lapse. Oh, there we go. That's really fun. There's me on the top. Oh, that was even more satisfying, I think. You can tell for the longest time that I was just messing around, like not doing that and then working on the back. Okay, so it seems like, is this like the video I sent them of my job? That's this. You get to watch it again. That's fun. See, it's me like running around, petting the cat, and then going around the back and like doing all the stuff inside of it, and yeah. Yeah, that's really satisfying. Love it. So they're really happy. Job well done. First dibs on any furniture. Let's go to the home base. We'll see what that looks like, because I didn't really walk around it. So we've got Caldera County. Wow, so there's like a whole map in this game. Muckingham. Muckingham was like, a place in the last game, or Muckingham Manor. There's a desert, there are cities, Sparkleton, I want to go there. Oh, this looks pretty here. This is so cool. Also, this is a really nice office. Oh my goodness. Squeaks, we've got Bubbles, Squeak, and Ulysses. We've got 3 little orange cats. Oh, the couch looks comfy, and I love that cat pillow, and the little pictures from previous levels. Oh, this is so cute. Hi, kitties. And I mean, they added cats, so it's, like I said, it's gotta be 5 stars for me. 2 thumbs up. At first I wasn't quite sure what, all would be improved upon, because like PowerWash Sim was already a really good game. This is really fun that we get like a little miniature sort of icon representing each level. That's a really fun detail. But I did definitely see how we've expanded upon the original game. And I like having this home base. It's really nice. I like that there's like now like a furniture catalog. So let's see, furniture catalog. Oh, okay, so this is, well, I'm gonna be honest, this is kind of ugly. I like this rug. And then I just, oh, you have to wash it first? That is so, okay, that's really cute. That's actually really cute. I like that a lot. How do I get my, oh, this is placement mode, okay. Kinda a little bit scary. No, it's fine. That is really fun. Also, like power washing rugs. Have you ever seen those videos? People like squeegeeing all the dirt and the grime out of a rug. It's so fun. That is a really fun detail. So no longer do you have these like big levels that take you like a really long time, but you can also clean the furniture. I love that. You can also just kind of like walk slowly around. Could probably do like concentric circles like that. That would be really fun. Yeah, and then you watch the rocks just like completely change color while people are power washing them. 95, 98, 99, perfect. And I can pick it up and I can put it in my office. That's so cool. I think I'll put it like right here. It's kind of like almost like an entryway rug. And there it is outside. This is really cute. Okay, I'm sold. I mean, I already thought I was gonna like it because I liked the first one, and if I thought, well, if it's anything like the first one, I'm gonna like it. But no, I actually love this. This is gonna be a really fun game, and it comes out in like a week. So I'll put the link to this demo and the game in general and the description. You can add it to your wish list or whatever. And I thank you guys for watching. I hope you had fun power washing with me today, and I'll talk to you later. Bye bye, everybody. Night night.